locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Godden. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on them here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded a couple yards deep. In his second season with the Vikings, bringing them out, the rest of this offense. And it's also the first time that Kirk Cousins has quarterbacked the team. Cousins gives way to Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Cook. And he is in 10. Play fake. Cousins. And a pressure. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Let's have Richie James back deep. And they'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they work this out. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 72 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Well, these may be an advantage. One thing's for sure, they've been very good at home this season. Now let's throw down. On play action, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll run for it with Cook.
Think about it being 4-down territory.
Cousins, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Playing in that game, and they took Atlanta to the limit, although I guess we would say Atlanta took them to the limit and found a way to win. But I do think that this...
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is a 4th and 5. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. He finds Coleman.
Come on, throw.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And it's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And they
Rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point through the snowflake. First down, here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be...
Not perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Under pressure, they'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Breida to get the third quarter started. And they'll get it up for the first time this afternoon.
Of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Finding room at the 30. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead... From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman.
You tend to go towards him.
Here's Breida, and he went on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And passes to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game. On the ground, it's Cook. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver. Cousins to throw. Nowhere to escape. Going for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. And here's Cousins. And this one hauled in.
Points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Play action now. Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.